Success? Everyone dreams of it, but very few are willing to pay the real price. It's easy to admire the light, but no one sees the fire that creates it. This is not a story about luck, fame, or talent. This is a story about the grind, the kind of grind that turns an ordinary man into a legend. When he was young, he had nothing but dreams and bruises. Every day was a battle against doubt, pain, and failure. He wasn't born into wealth, nor did he have connections. What he had was something far more powerful, the will to rise again. When life threw him to the ground, he didn't cry. He learned to fight from there. He understood early that success doesn't come to those who wish, it comes to those who refuse to quit. There were nights when his hands bled, when his body screamed to stop, but he kept going. Why? Because deep inside he believed that if he could endure just one more day, he would be one step closer to his dream. That belief became his strength. While others slept, he trained. While others complained, he worked. While others doubted, he built. People laughed at him, called him foolish, told him to find something real. But he smiled, because he knew his dream was real. He knew that every great story begins with a fool who refused to give up. He turned pain into practice, failure into fuel, and rejection into reason. The world didn't hand him success. He earned it with broken bones, sleepless nights, and endless faith. Years passed. His journey was far from easy. Every step forward came with a fall. But every fall made him tougher. The boy who once stumbled was now running, jumping, flying, not because he had wings, but because he had courage. His scars became medals of survival. His failures became lessons of mastery. He learned that you don't win by being perfect. You win by refusing to stay down. There came a time when he was close to giving up. The weight of failure was heavy and hope seemed far away. But then he looked back at the years of struggle, the sacrifices his mother made, the dreams he had once whispered to himself, and he realized he couldn't quit. Not now, not after coming this far. So he stood again, bruised but unbroken, tired but determined. That day, something changed. That day, the fire within him became unstoppable. He stopped chasing success and started chasing growth. Every challenge was no longer a wall, it was a test. Every setback wasn't a curse, it was preparation. He learned that greatness doesn't mean never falling. It means rising every time you do. Life didn't owe him anything, but he owed everything to his dream, and then one day, after years of pain, came the moment he had imagined 1,000 times. The stage lights hit his face, the crowd cheered his name, and for the first time he realized it was all worth it. The struggles, the loneliness, the failures, they had built the man he had become. The applause didn't define him. The journey did. Now, years later, he looks at the new generation, full of potential but afraid of failure, and he wants to tell them, you can't scroll your way to success. You can't dream your way to greatness. You have to earn it, day by day, step by step, with your hands, heart, and sweat. He says, pain is not your enemy. It's your teacher. Every obstacle you face is preparing you for the victory you can't yet see. So don't run from it. Embrace it. Let it build you. Because one day, the same people who doubted you will call you lucky, and only you will know how hard you worked for it. He teaches that success is not about what you gain, but about what you give. It's not about reaching the top, but about lifting others along the way. He uses his story not to show how strong he is, but to remind others how strong they can be. The boy who once had nothing now gives hope to millions, not because he's perfect, but because he's real. He says, you will fail. You will fall. You will cry. But if you refuse to stop, you will rise higher than you ever imagined. Remember, the mountain looks tall only until you start climbing. Once you reach the top, you'll realize it was always possible. Every time someone asks him, what's the secret? He smiles and says, there is no secret. Just get up one more time than you fall. That's it. That's how legends are made, not in comfort, but in chaos. Not in applause, but in silence. The fire that once burned in his heart still lives within him. And now, it burns in every dreamer who listens to his words. He became living proof that you don't need to be born special. You just need to stay hungry. So if you're reading this, tired, lost, or ready to give up, remember this truth. The pain you're feeling now is the path to the power you'll feel later. Don't stop. Don't surrender. Because someday you'll look back and realize that every tear, every scar, every failure was not breaking you. It was building you. 15 years from now, the world will know your name. But more importantly, you will know your worth. Keep grinding, keep fighting, keep believing, because your story is being written right now. And when it's finished, it will be a masterpiece.